I'm going to do something slightly different with a query letter critique today. My name is Gina. I'm an author, editor, publishing professional. I help you make your writing better. I'm going to read this one all the way through without stopping to give critiques along the way, and hopefully you will be able to see why I am doing that. Well, I will tell you why I'm doing that at the end, but hopefully you'll be able to see it before then. If you want to take a guess, go ahead and take a guess. So let's dive in. I'm looking for representation for my YA fantasy novel, Dragonheart Rising, complete at 90,000 words. This story follows 16-year-old Leora Draven, a fierce and determined dragon rider, in a high-stakes adventure to save her world from impending doom. In the realm of Eloria, where dragon riders are both revered and feared, Leora Draven is a rising star, but when a powerful, malevolent force known as the Shadows begins to corrupt the land, causing dragons to turn against their riders, Leora's world is thrown into chaos. With her bond to her dragon, Ember, weakening and the kingdom falling into disarray, Leora discovers an ancient prophecy and claims only a chosen dragon rider can stop the encroaching darkness. As Leora embarks on a perilous quest, she must uncover truths about her family's legacy, forge uneasy alliances with former enemies, and confront her deepest fears. With Ember by her side, Leora's journey is fraught with danger, betrayal, and self-discovery. She must navigate the complexities of leadership, loyalty, and sacrifice to unite a fractured world before the shadows consume everything she holds dear. So if you've been around for a while and you know that I ask 5 questions in every query letter, let's see if we're able to answer those. So who is our main character? That is Leora. What is it that she wants? That's unclear. We want to stop the shadows from encroaching, but I'm not totally sure what the shadows are going to do. I'm not really totally sure what's going on. What is she willing to do to get it? A perilous quest to do what? To accomplish what? Why is she the one that needs? I know that we have like chosen one in here, but what does she bring to the table? Why is she the one that needs to go on this quest? What does this quest for? What is it going to do? What are we going to accomplish at the end of it? Hopefully, what's the goal here? What is standing in her way? General badness, right? And what happens if she fails? Also general badness. So the world is ending. Let's keep going, and in the next screen I think everybody will be able to tell what is going on here. Okay, so Dragonheart Rising combines the high-flying action of Aragon with the emotional depth and character growth of the Hunger Games. The novel delves into the themes of identity, courage, and weight of destiny while providing readers with a richly imaginative world filled with breathtaking landscapes and vibrant, dynamic characters. I'm a lifelong fantasy enthusiast and a writer with a passion for epic storytelling, immersive world building. My work has been featured in Reddit, nothing here, and I'm an active member of I believe, okay, in case you have not guessed, based on this here, this is an AI generated letter. The reason why I did this is I got a letter submitted through the querying service, the Get Your Query Letter Critiqued, that I thought might have been AI generated. And so I plugged it in to an AI detector, and sure enough, it had been AI generated. It was not this letter, to be clear, because I do not know if the person who submitted a letter, if they have a real novel attached to it. So if you have a real novel attached to that letter, please try again. But this one, I had it spit this letter out, and there's no novel. There's no story. I didn't write a story. There's not a story that goes with this. And now that you know there is no novel, there is no story. I didn't do any of the work of actually crafting a story arc or a character arc, any of those things. I just had an AI generator spit out a couple of 100 words. You can now see how very generic it is. So this is I'm going to have 2 points here. So first, if you are using AI to generate your work, it is going to spit out the most generic, the most vanilla, the most boring sounding story possible. And aside from all of the ethical reasons why you shouldn't be using generative AI and the fact that it may or may not be copyrightable, so therefore you are not entitled to getting any payment on it if you submit an AI story, like aside from all of that, where there are people who are smarter than me talking about those things, it just is writing a bad book for you. It's writing the most vanilla, bland, boring, I don't even remember what happened kind of a book, because of the way that it generates the text is by learning from everything else that's been spit out. So it is definitionally mediocre. It is the middle of the, like it's nothing special. So you are doing nothing special. But beyond that, so I know that almost everybody watching me, like, you're not considering using AI to write your novels. I know that. I know that there's going to be very, very few people in the comment section of this that are like, I think it's a great idea. That's great. Do whatever you want. I just don't submit it to me. But most people are not trying to use AI to write their stories. They care very, very much about the stories that they have written. They worked for months or for years on them, and they want to sell them. They want to connect with an audience. And so the actual takeaway here is don't write a query letter like this. This is why I push so hard for specificity, because this sounds like the first draft of a lot of query letters where it's like, oh, there's an impending darkness that is corrupting the world. How? How? How is it corrupting the world? What is it doing that we need to stop? General badness is not enough to make me pick up your story. It's not enough. It's not specific enough. It does not make me want to pick your book over somebody else's. Why is she the one? Yeah, I know we have like the chosen one trope, but like, what is it about her that makes her chosen? What is it about her that she brings to the table, right? Like, these chosen one tropes are not just about like plucking a random person out of obscurity and making them go fight the monster. It is actually about like finding the one person who has the specialness inside of them that nobody was paying attention to, so that they are capable of fighting the dragon, right? Like, these chosen one tropes are not about that like everybody is special. It's about that anybody could be special. And if you're not doing that in your chosen one trope, then you're doing the trope wrong. Okay, so but like, what are the shadows doing? What are they doing that is corrupting the land? What does this encroaching darkness actually mean? What does this mean? Yes, I know the world is going to fall apart. The world is going to lose everything that she holds dear. Everything means a lot, something different depending on what your circumstances are and what the stakes are. If you are 15 years old, falling in love for the first time, and your best friend betrays you and steals that love interest from you, you've lost everything. You feel in that moment like, and it doesn't last a moment, it lasts weeks or months or whatever it is, but it feels like everything. It feels huge. It is everything on the page. But if we have the fates of nations and entire continents exploding, that also is losing everything, but it's on a different scale. It's a different story. It's a different set of stakes. How many of these stories have somebody uncovering forgotten truths and forging uneasy alliances and confronting the deepest fears? What's her fear? What is the thing that she's going to have to confront? And what does that actually look like? What does it mean to forge this alliance? With who? With a former enemy. What do we mean by former enemy? Is this like the guy who snapped her bra strap in gym class in junior high? Or is this the son of the dictator that she's trying to overthrow? Like, who is this enemy that she's having to forge an alliance with? What's the forgotten truth? Is this something that was close to home, something that she forgot that she did like last Tuesday? Or is this like a horrendous secret about her people that it has been buried by revisionists for centuries and she's the one that's going to bring it to justice? Like, we can talk about these things. They sound so vague, and it makes your story sound so uninteresting because it sounds just like every other story out there. But by digging into specificity and by digging into what is at stake for your character, that is what's going to make your story shine. That is what makes me want to pick up your book, not the one next to it. Dig into the stakes. Be specific. Give us something to latch onto that isn't just like general badness.